We have a caller, David Hedrick, who has become famous as the Marine who stood up to Congressman Baird. He's calling from Washington State, listening on KPAM. How are you, my friend?
I'm doing fabulous, Mark. It is great to talk to you. I am a huge fan. I have to tell you, you are the leading voice that got me off the couch and out doing something, trying to change this country.
Is that right?
Yep, that is a fact. I listen to you every day. It's,
well, you know,
in your book, I can't even tell you how many copies of it I've bought. I have it sitting on my bookshelf. I've read it myself 2 or 3 times now. I've read it twice, and I go through it occasionally to refresh my memory when I'm in a hot debate. I've given it to most of my friends and my family members. If a liberal wants to challenge me, I tell them, until you've read this, you don't have an intellectual foot to stand on. So read the book first, and then we'll talk about it.
Well, David, let me tell you something. We're all very, very proud of you.
Thank you.
And you stood up there like a real man, and you were respectful, as a matter of fact, but you're frustrated with this guy, as you are with all these people, as am I. And I want to thank you, number one, for your service to your country in uniform and out of uniform. This is very important. People need to take your lead, David. And I just want to remind people, do we have any audio there of David the other day? I didn't want to, I didn't know if you were a listener or not. I knew you were deluged with media. I didn't want to bother you. I'm thrilled you called in. How much time do we have in this segment? Do we have time for one of the audio? All right, David, here's yourself. Hang on, go.
That I'm a Marine Corps vet. Thank you. And like you, I did swear an oath to defend my Constitution against all enemies, foreign and domestic. Yeah. Now, I heard you say tonight about educating our children, indoctrinating our children, whatever you want to call it.
Well, I didn't say indoctrinating, my friend. I never said.
Stay away from my kids. I also heard you say that you're going to let us keep our health insurance. Well, thank you. It's not your right to decide whether or not I keep my current plan or not. That's my decision.
I love that, brother. I mean, I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. A lot of people have gotten, a little upset. They're like, well, you were yelling and you were angry, and it's like, yeah, I am angry. There's someone trying to take my freedom away from me. He's there. He's spitting on my Bill of Rights. He's spitting on my freedoms. He's trying to take them away from me, take them away from my kids. And it's like, you want yelling? What do you want me to do? Whisper?
Well, first of all, you weren't yelling. You want to see yelling? Look at the left-wing nut jobs who opposed the war. That's yelling. You were very respectful. You gave the man an incredible amount of respect. Now, I want you to hold on to the next segment, if you will, because we have more audio of David, Mr. Producer. We do. Just to remind people. Now, you've had a lot of attention. Any negative attention?
Oh, there's been quite a bit. I don't know if you've seen the whole video, but at the end I go back and I kiss my wife, and she's holding my little 3-month-old daughter, and I'm not even going to repeat some of the things that have been said about her, and I've been called everything from that makes me more furious than anything. I mean, the stuff they've called me a Nazi and a skinhead, and I'm a white supremacist and all of that, and that's fine. I can deal with that. But making fun of a 3-month-old little girl, that just takes it to a whole.
All right, don't hang up, brother. We're going to come right back with you, David Hedrick. We'll be right back. David Hedrick, listening on KPAM, Washington State. He's the Marine who spoke up against, Congressman Baird. And he called in. I didn't prod you to call in. I didn't even know who you were, did I?
No, you didn't. I called it myself. I had to call quite a bit. You're a popular guy.
Let me say this. It's an honor that you're a listener, and I greatly appreciate that, and we appreciate all our listeners. I know there are terrific people out there. And, David, I want the audience to listen to one more clip of you.
Sure.
Let's hit that clip. Go.
Now, I've heard recently in the media, you and some other people on the national political stage call us brown shirts because we oppose it.
No, I did not. What I said was, and I've apologized for it.
Okay, well, thanks for apologizing, but I won't speak to you, then I'll speak to others. But I'll remind you, a little history lesson. The Nazis were the National Socialist Party. They were leftist. They took over the finance. They took over the car industry. They took over health care in that country. If Nancy Pelosi wants to find a swastika, maybe the first place she should look is the sleeve of her own arm. Now, what I want to know is, you've done a lot of things that violate your constitutional oath, as you know. What I want to know is, as a Marine, as a disabled veteran that served this country, I have kept my oath. Do you ever intend to keep yours?
Yeah, that was the killer line there, David, I thought.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. And I meant it, and that's the thing is he has to realize is, for some of us, I understand that for congressmen it's typical, it's just, it's just something you say. But for some of us, we don't just say it. It's something that we meant. And I meant that oath, and I still mean it today. We have to defend that Constitution if we want to keep it. There's some of you out there that are listening right now, and you're thinking, well, they're not talking to me. And it's like when Mark is talking, he is talking to you. You need to get out there and fight for your freedom because no one's going to do it for you. And freedom's not going to sit there and wait for you. You have to take it because if you're not fit to fight for freedom, you will not keep it.
Man, I like you. You going to run for office maybe?
I'm thinking about it right now, sir. I've got a lot of people that are getting behind me, and for all the negative criticism I've been getting and all the mean things people have been saying, I've got a ton of support, and the support is actually overwhelming. I usually don't even have to defend myself. It's, freedom-loving Americans are coming to my defense, and it's an awesome thing.
Well, David, we're going to take your number, and keep in mind, we all take a lot of crap. Reject it, ignore them, stay focused. What you did was absolutely superb and outstanding. I'm very proud of you. Thank you. And we'll talk again, all right, brother?
Thank you, sir. You truly are the great one. Thank you.
Well, I appreciate it. God bless. There you go, David Hendrick, the Magnificent Marine. We'll be right back.